Hello, I'm Jodie Wilmer, and today I'd like to share with you some tips to make an effective and quick business plan or organisational plan. The first thing I'd really like to suggest is that it's important to reflect on the year prior. Sometimes we rush into planning the next year without actually thinking about the great work that we've achieved and the lessons we learnt in the previous year. So take some time to reflect on what worked well, what didn't work, maybe some things that you're absolutely proud of, maybe some challenges that you experienced that you'd like to learn from, and make that part of the routine and the ritual of doing the planning process. It's important to make sure that your organisational plan or business plan actually aligns with your strategic plan if you have one. So sometimes people get anxious when they're doing planning because they think, oh gosh, I'm just adding more and more onto the plate. So if you've already committed to some big projects in the past, go back and reevaluate. Are they still relevant? Do we still need to carry that forward? And if we do, let's make sure that they're priorities in this new plan that we're creating. It's really important when you're doing any sort of planning to think about what the steps are and the commitments that you've made, and making sure that you've got things noted down that might be some big events in the year that you might have forgotten about. So for example, if your organisation is having a big celebration for your centenary, and you're going to have some fantastic events and do some donor engagement, well, make sure that that's in your business plan or organisational plan. And likewise, if you've got some funding that's being renegotiated or some major issues that you need to address with accreditation, make sure that you've allocated that time and effort in the business plan itself. And in the business plan, be specific. One of the big challenges people have is when they don't actually understand what the words mean. By that, I mean weasel words or motherhood statements or things that just really aren't clear. So try and be as specific as you can be so that you or other people in your team or on your board or within your community actually understand what you're talking about. The other things that you could do is make sure that you've got really clear activities or actions that need to take place. Making sure that you've got a clear responsibility of who's going to carry this forward. Now, I know that in small organisations, you might be the only one having to do all of that, but make sure that that's noted so that people can see the workload and the priorities that have been set. Or get people who can take leadership or ownership of a particular project and work with people to make it happen. And then the final part about that is making sure you've got some measures of success. How will we know if we've got there? And what's the timeline, the beginning and the end of the activity? Often in planning, people front load the beginning and have got way too much on their plate. Remember, a plan is usually for 12 months. And then finally, review it, reflect and report against it. There's no point having a business plan or operational plan and having it just in your email or forgetting about it. Even if it's with your management team and with your board, make sure that you regularly review and report against it and adjust the plan if you need to. So these are my tips for a quick and effective business or organisational plan. And I'm sure that if you try some of these things, you'll find it's a lot easier than you think. If this has been helpful, click below to stay in touch, and please also subscribe, like or share.